it'd just been so much shorter. The only good thing is that if the situation would be college, like with today's school, there's no like punish, you don't like stall them. It's just like we'll bring it into the play. We'll figure it out. I can't argue that. This is a nice day. Nice day, cool weather.
Hey, give me the lefty. Give me the lefty. Right there.
All right, babe, calm down.
You're good.
Know your distance from the fence too, right? ball right behind you. Yeah. Thank you. So what's Dan going to do this summer?
Here in University of Hartford at Hartford, Connecticut, it is Anthony Altamirano alongside Tim Brennan and Ray here.
To be here. Pleasure to be here.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure to be here indeed. You're watching WHCI on our pregame show right ahead of the Mayor's Cup, Conard versus Hall. And just talk about a senior you have your eye on.
I'd go with Tyler Redden. He's a D1 commit to Stonehill College, catcher for Hall.
It's very awesome. Tyler Redden, a great player, and of course the leadoff batter in today's game on the Hall side. And what do you expect from both teams?
I mean, I think the key to the game is to look at the pitching, right? We want to get that first pitch strike. You got to have more strikes than balls. Players have to make the plays, and then obviously the hits will come for the team that wins.
Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, this being a momentous occasion to celebrate the end of the season for both of these teams, seniors are around. What do you have to say about the seniors on the field?
I mean, it's an experience for them that, look, these kids have been playing together for most of their lives, their baseball lives in West Hartford. They'll go on to play together in the summer. Today, they're competitors. It means a lot to them. I mean, their hearts are going to be on this field and left here today. So it's a big game for them, and it's their last against each other.
Absolutely. It's a big, momentous occasion, not only for the families and the coaches, but for the players alongside. All right, well, we just wanted to talk to you about your experience. You're very familiar with the Mayor's Cup and this event as a whole. Talk about that.
Well, so I had the privilege of being here in 2019 for the Mayor's Cup, and then again in Duncan Park in 2022, and last year also here. I think it's one of the most emotional games for these two teams. Those two schools are very. There's a big rivalry between these two schools. They're friends off the field, but they are competitors on the field. And these kids, as Tim was saying, they've been playing together for most of their lives, so they know each other. And there's this rivalry on one side, but the friendship on the other side. So there's competition and there's fraternity on both sides. And it doesn't matter how they have been doing during the season. It's going to be a tough game. No matter how they've been doing, it's going to be a very hard played game. And probably that's why I like about this Mayor Cup so much.
Yeah, and obviously you mentioned how competitive it can be, and just talk about what the competitiveness is like for not only players but for the coaches, the vibes, if you will.
Well, again, not only the kids, the coaches also know each other for a long time. So this is probably, it doesn't matter how they've been doing in the season. As I said, this is probably one of the most important games of the season for them. It doesn't matter if one team is first place, the other team is last place. It's gonna be a game that will matter to them, a game that the coaches will remember because of the rivalry between the schools, because of the fact that they know each other, their neighbors, their family friends. So it's important to see that for me. And particularly, the first time I saw a game was with kids that I had known for years. So seeing these kids like taking the torch from those kids from the past, this type of game will never die. So the Mayor's Cup is going to be going on forever, and I hope I can be here for next year too.
Absolutely, and you were here last season, and what is it like for you to be here time and time and again?
Well, so it's kind of like nice for me to run into old friends here. Many of the parents that were the parents of the kids of the first Mayor's Cup that I ever saw still come to these games, even though their kids are in college or even graduated college. So it's for me, it's more of a personal, familiar, friendly thing than the sport itself. Although I love baseball, but this has a different meaning for me.
It's a very special night, and it's a night where we are celebrating both of these teams, and all that and more are coming up next. First pitch ahead of us here at the University of Hartford Fondella Field, 4:30, first pitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gandell Field, home of the Varsity of Hartford Hawks. Today we have the 13th annual Mayor's Cup matchup between a home team, 13-5 All High Titans. Visitors, 4-13 Conard High Redwoods. At this time, let's meet the home team starting lineup. Leading off, captain number 3, Tyler Redden. Number 25, Josh Gertner. Captain number 1, Calvin Shamflone. Number 4, Tommy Lee Hussey. 22, Jeff Nyman. Number 12, Max Hannawalt. Number 5, Earl Reynolds. Number 24, Lou Sawyer. Number 16, Matt Panarella. Today's pitcher, number 17, Grant Davidson. Thanks are coached by Nick Sanford. And have all the coaches and other players please line up at the third base line. Now for the visitors. Lead off, number 5, William Heaney. Number 3, Jaden Cass. Number 13, Andrew Weiss. Number 15, Ryan Roach. Number 2, Colin Walsh. Number 20, Ryan Cooney. Number 11, Calvin Borio. Number 25, Declan Harley. Number 9, Raymond Lamoureux. And number 27, Lane Heeman. Red Bull coach Brendan Smith. Can I have all players and coaches please line up on the first base line. This time it's my honor to introduce Gary LaRock, who will throw out today's first pitch. Gary's working his way down. Gary graduated from Conard in 1971. Also, 1975. Also, post 96. Gary spent 49 years in major league baseball. It's a pleasure to have him here today. Gary's making so many also players this time for teams and to join our squads.
afternoon, everybody. This is Tim Brennan from West Hartford Community Interactive, joined by Ronaldo Cruz Diaz and Anthony
Altamirano.
For the Mayor's Cup. Conard High School versus Hall High School. Leading off for Conard is Liam Heaney. Second up is Jaden Cass. Number 13, Andrew Weiss in the 3-hole. Ryan Roche is designated hitter today. Colin Walsh, Ryan Cooney, Callum Borio, Declan Farley, and Raymond Lemeroux. Pitching for Hall
Liam Heaney. On the bump for
is
the
Grant Davidson. Kicking over to you, Anthony.
17, Grant Davidson.
Thank you, Tim. We're here in the capital city of Hartford, on Della Field. First pitch is in there for a strike.
Got to get that first pitch strike.
Absolutely. We're here at, as Tim mentioned, the Mayor's Cup is a big event here in Hartford and for the city of West Hartford, rather. And these two ball clubs.
1-1 now.
Grant Davidson, the pitcher on the mound. He pitched Friday afternoon against Southington, as that one is in there for a strike, clips the outside of the zone. We weren't expecting him to pitch because of that, on short rest, but nevertheless, here he is. This one is grounded to third. Toss over to first is in time. And with that, that is the first out of the Mayor's Cup in 2025.
Curveball had a good snap on it. Induced the ground
Come to the plate in shortstop, number 3.
Yeah, it was
Jaden
very well
Cass.
executed pitch. It actually handcuffed the batter, so made him ground to third base.
Yeah, absolutely, and you see third baseman very quick to just grab the routine ground ball and toss it over to first. So that one's in there for a strike, and in for Conard Red Wolves is Jaden Cass, number 2-hole hitter. Is a righty. So that one is outside for a ball. I'll roll over to the backstop. We're by the sand just behind home plate. Well, you talk about this field, it's a beautiful field at that, and how special is it for these kids, guys?
This means everything. Ground ball, third base.
So that one is picked up and quickly tossed over to first in time for the second out. Score that is 6-3 if you're scoring at home or if you're scoring in the booth.
Coming to the plate is number 13.
Very hard
Third
hit ball.
baseman,
Very
Andrew
well
Weiss.
played by the third baseman.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about getting the contact. Not the result they wanted, but it's always good to see contact being made. Well, in steps in Andrew Weiss, the 3-hole hitter. So he'll be greeted with a strike. And, David said he's favoring that outside of the strike zone so far this afternoon. He's getting what he wants, seeing the results. So that one is low outside for a ball. 1-1 now to Weiss. Of course, the Red Wolves, coached by Brendan Smith, Brian Heaney, Dan Weiss, and John Perez. The head coach being Brendan Smith. And Tim, you and I had a chance to talk to him pregame.
Brendan had some really deep and well thought out comments about the meaning of this game and the legacy of really the coaching staff. He played here, Coach Bluesel played here, same with Hall.
As this one is fouled off, and yeah, he mentioned it. It's just such a special game for not only the kids but for them. It's, of course, Nick Sanford, the Hall coach. Him and Brendan had played here as players, so it means just that little bit extra for them.
What an interesting dynamic, right? So former players on both coaching staffs who are managers now, they each have one of their own coaches, old coaches as assistant coaches, and in the case of Nick, has his father in there as assistant coach.
Yeah, and how special is that? Having those family ties. It's got to be just so special for him. And he mentioned a little bit about that pregame. Davidson getting set. Here's the pitch. This one is chopped up the middle, fielded, throw it over to first for the third out. So 1, 2, 3 go the Red Wolves in this first half inning of baseball. No hits, no errors, no runs. You're watching WHCI.
Just be a little bit louder, I'd say.
I mean, it definitely makes a difference, but
Mike, you want to try a half inning like this? See what it looks like?
Which one's a good one?
you guys.
Which one's a good one?
We'll try the other one. Yeah, we can try the other one. If not, we'll have to try one more half inning.
Leading off for the Titans, catcher, number 3, Tyler Redden. On the bump for the Red Wolves, captain, number 11, Calvin Borio.
All right, back here at WHCI in the insurance capital of the world, Hartford, Connecticut. Fiondella Field, University of Hartford, as that one is in there for a strike. To the leadoff batter for the Hull Titans, Tyler Redden. Their batting order looks like this today. In the 2-hole is Josh Gerdner. And this one is hit into the outfield. Right fielder is going to get there to make the first catch.
Nice catch out there, right? You get to go back on that, and you had a little swagger on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come to the plate,
Battling the sun, too.
shortstop, number 25,
That's right. The sun is out.
Josh Gertner.
Are the guns out? Sun's out, guns out is what they say. And stepping in is the number 2-hole hitter, Josh Gerdner. Of course, then it's Calvin Sionflone. And a 4-hole hitter, Tommy Hussey, Jeffrey Nyman, Max Hanawalt batting 6th. And then 7th is Burke Reynolds, Lou Sauer. And then rounding out their order is Matt Panarella. And that is how the Titans batting order looks for today's game. Pitch is outside. Doesn't quite get on the corner of that strike zone. Umpire didn't like it. Beautiful day here in Hartford as this one is outside for a ball. What a great day for baseball, guys, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful.
A little tough for the right fielders, but it's beautiful.
Right.
They actually, a couple of them struggled in warm-ups, seeing the ball out there. It's something to watch.
Yeah, the wind is also a factor today. Of course, very windy. It feels like Chicago out here, calling it the Windy City. The pitch is outside for a ball. Catcher going to go talk to his pitcher. We'll Today, Conard looks to tie the season series with Hall. He lost the previous meeting between these two sides back on April 17th. A meeting which saw the Titans defeat the Red Wolves in an 8-5 win at Conard.
That was a big comeback last year. Conard led, right?
Yep. And Hall took it back in the last few innings. It was very, it was a thrilling game, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple years back, as this one is in there for a strikeout, first one of the game for the Red Wolves. Gertner goes down. 2 away now.
Coming to the plate now.
A couple of
Number 1.
Mayor's Cups ago, there was a 8th inning walk-off win at Duncan Park. Were either of you there?
You were there, I think.
2022?
I think it was 2023.
No, I wasn't in 2023. I was in 2022. I missed 2023.
Yeah, same.
Well, it was, at least I wasn't there, but it was something to read about. 1-0 win for Hall as they were narrowly able to defeat the Red Wolves and went to 8 innings. Of course, high school plays 7. It's always competitive between these two when they face off. So this one is grounded to short. Toss over to first is in time as the Titans go down 1-2-3. So maybe a pitcher's duel brewing here in Hartford. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the top of the second, still 0-0.
Step to the Red Wolves. Catcher, number 20, Ryan Cooney.
Good, that one is almost gets him. We'll take a look at the defensive alignment for the Titans today. Starting from left, it's Tommy Hussey on left field. Burke Reynolds hails in center. Lou Sauer over in right. Max Hannawalt, we're at that hot corner at third as that one is in there for a strike. Josh Gertner over at shortstop. Second base is Calvin Cianflone. Matt Panarella over at first. Tyler Redden behind the plate and on the mound, Grant Davidson. And that is how the Titans line up defensively. Pretty standard lineup for these Titans. This is a team that doesn't like to switch things up. Nick Sanford really likes what he sees with this group. The ball is hit foul, so stolen base attempt is to no effort. Well, for the Titans, they look to get some momentum going before their trip to the state tournaments. Conard, of course, looking to tie it up as this is a ground ball, double play ball, throw to second for one, throw to first is in time to make the double play and end this inning. So 1, 2, 3 again. Go the Red Wolves. We head to the bottom half of the second right here on WHCI.
Titans. Number 4, Tommy Lee Hustle.
This is Conard baseball here. It's Tommy Hussey, the batter. Looks at a ball. As that one's now in there for a strike. 1-1 now to him. Well, guys, this stadium seats 1,000. We haven't quite reached that, but we want to talk about how electric this environment can be.
Well, so one of the interesting things about this, as I was saying before the game, is seeing Conard and Hull alumni coming to this game. Some of them have even had kids that came to Conard and Hull, and they still come to this game because sometimes they don't even go to a single game the whole season, but this game they never miss. So it's something that actually speaks volumes about the importance of this game.
Absolutely, as this one is ripped up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Pitcher almost got hit by that. We're glad he didn't. Ducked out of the way on that one. But it is really so special to see these teams together, and it brings the entire community of West Hartford together just for one special night celebrating both teams. I think that's what it really is about.
And also, these kids play in other teams too, and those teams are here today as well. So that's something else that tells you the importance, the emotional importance of this game.
Absolutely. It's bigger than baseball, really, as Jeffrey Nyman steps on in. It's a 5-hole hitter with runner on and nobody out here. And Brendan Smith said it best pregame. It's really just a bunch of brothers playing on a field in the backyard. As the runner goes, throw is not in time. Tommy Hussey is in there with a stolen base. Now is in scoring position for the Titans. But really, it's what Brendan Smith said pregame. It's just a bunch of brothers. You know, these guys play together in summer league. This is fun for them. It's a sort of like a playful rivalry that obviously results in one team getting the bragging rights for the year until next year's game.
Actually, that's actually the word. That's what this is about. The bragging rights for the year. The bragging rights during the summer. We beat you at the Mayor's Cup.
Right. As that one is outside for a ball. Yeah, it's exactly what it's about. It's really just the love of the game for these two teams, and it's great to see. You know, we're lucky to be able to cover it. As Max Hanewald steps in, batting left. Pitcher sets. Outside for a ball. Umpire calls time. And we'll do it again. Pitcher sets the pitch. That's in there. Called strike 3. So Nyman goes down looking.
It's actually very interesting. He pitched outside all the time
Coming
to
to the
keep
plate
it
now is
from
number 12,
trying
third
to
baseman,
hit behind the runner.
Max
So it's
Hanewald.
very, very, very well executed pitching for Conard right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Calvin Borio, of course, the starting pitcher for today's game. It's all about control at this level, you know?
Correct. It's about control, and we have a friend, Carlos Garcia, who's a coach, and he likes to say the walk doesn't have defense.
Is that right?
Yep.
Walk doesn't have defense. You know, that's pretty good. Max Hanewald in now to the Jeffrey Nyman strikeout. Catcher Ryan Cooney saves it. Let's take a look at that defensive alignment for Conard just a little bit closer. We got behind the plate. Ryan Cooney on the mound, Calvin Borio. Andrew Weiss at third. Jaden Cass at short, as this one is outside for a ball. Liam Heaney at second. Declan Farley at first. So that one is going to be a 5-pitch walk for Hanewald. Get on base.
At the plate now is number 5,
And in steps in Burke Reynolds.
Titans threatening here. Couple guys on, one out.
Yeah, this is a high leverage situation for the Titans as they look to get their first run of the ball game as Reynolds swings and hits this one foul behind home plate. Of course, you know, you can always never count out a team when they got 2 on, but can't lie, there's that edge for those pitchers. This one is fouled away over towards right field on that first base line. Borio sets the pitch. One's outside, dropped. Runners are going to go for the double steal and get air in time.
Good read by the runner on second. Saw the drop balls in front of him, actually on the third base side, but good, quick first step.
Yeah, how about the double steal, too? Both runners went. That's pretty. So that one's outside for a ball. That's pretty bold, I think, to go double steal this early on. Well, now 2 runners in scoring position, Hussey and Hanewalt. As Reynolds lines this one just over the second baseman's head and bring in the first run of the game. Hanewalt thought about going, but he doesn't. And Burke Reynolds is in there with the first ribby of today's affair. An RBI single at that.
Coming up now is number 24.
Pretty good knock there from the
Sawyer.
senior.
Perfectly placed right over the second baseman's head.
And actually very smart by the third base coach to hold the runner in third because, it's an early game and, you don't want to try to risk a play or an injury in this situation.
Absolutely, as head coach Brendan Smith comes out to talk to his players on the mound, and awaiting Borio is Luce Sauer, the 8-hole hitter for the Titans. He's got runners on the corners. Max Hanelwall on third and Burke Reynolds at first. And this Titans team is not afraid to steal. We already saw it today, and we've seen it all season long. They are a speedy team, and they are not afraid to be aggressive on that base running.
So yeah, I think we should be probably watching for a possible double steal or a delayed steal. You know, the runner on first might go to second and, probably try to score or just stay there.
Yeah, absolutely. Always a threat. Conard, no stranger to the threat that the Titans pose on the base run. As Burke Reynolds will take off as soon as we say it. He'll steal second and put himself in scoring position. What do they call it? The broadcaster's curse? Well, this is the broadcaster's blessing. We say it, it happens. So that one's outside for a ball. 2-0 now to Sauer with one away. Sauer's been great in right field, and of course Reynolds has too, and they've been good offensively too, but this Titans team has been amazing all season long defensively, and it's so great to see that they're here having fun with the brothers, if you will, at Conard. That's a great game. 2-2 now as that one's in there for a strike. Borio looks like he's been keeping himself composed despite the early pressure, yeah.
Full count now.
The payoff pitch. Swung on and tipped foul. In a moment like this, it's really just about keeping calm when you're the pitcher.
Composure's key. He's doing a great job up there.
Absolutely. So the pitch is high, ball 4, and that'll load him up. The bases are now loaded.
Coming to the plate, number 16, first baseman.
With Matt Panorella up to bat, the first baseman. He'll be greeted with a strike that clipped the outside corner of the strike zone. That one's in there, strike 2. Quickly he finds himself in an 0-2 count. Well, Calvin Borio, he's the starting pitcher for today's game, but he also plays a little bit of first base. So that one is swing and a miss for the strikeout.
Nice comeback there.
Absolutely, a 3-pitch strikeout. And quickly makes quick work of Panorella. Borio.
I don't think he was very upset by the walk. So in a way, he was pitching around because you don't walk a batter and then throw 3 straight strikes. Nobody, so very few pitchers can do that unless you were pitching around.
As this one is grounded to second, the throw will just go to second for the force out and get Sauer. So Borio and the Red Wolves get out of a jam. They leave the bases stranded, but not before Hall scores 1. It's 1-0 Titans. We head to the top of the third.
He's had a stellar season. Picked up his first win on the bump the other day. We also have from Conard's side, Jack Kane, who's the GNAC Rookie of the Year and also a first team selection. Jack, please stand and wave to the crowd for us. Thank you, Jeff. It's good to be as good. It's good, guys. Great job for us last year. As you mentioned, those boys are also 2024 state champs for Post 96. Red Bulls. Pitcher, number 11, Calvin Borio.
Oreo, step on in, the pitcher for the Red Wolves. He's a co-captain. He also plays first base. He's going to attend Nichols College.
He wrote to us that his favorite baseball player is freshman Ryan Cooney for Conard.
That's right, he did.
It's a good sense of humor. I think he's going with honoring the freshmen.
That's right, and it was a trend that was well sought by other players, not just him. Many freshmen spotlighted by their fellow senior teammates.
I think it's more of a brotherhood thing and also making them feel welcome.
As this one is swung on a miss for strike 3, so Borio strikes out.
So I was saying making them feel welcome at the new school. It's difficult for freshmen to adapt to a new environment. So probably they knew each other as well.
Right. It's a brotherhood, just like Brendan Smith said. For both sides, really. Declan Farley, the batter now, left-handed hitter. Oh, 1 is outside for a ball. One and one now. Pitch. Swung on. Little golf swing, a third. Hannawalt fields it. Toss over to first is a little off target, so Declan Farley gets in there and called an infield single. See what the official score rules that.
That's place number 9. Raymond Lamoureux.
Officially ruled a error. Now runner on first. One away.
Farley has an older brother, played for Conard through the year 2020.
Really?
Ryan Farley.
Wow.
More of that legacy continues.
Yes, and actually one of the Cuba kids.
More like Cuba kids.
Some of these. So the thing is that many of the kids from Conard and Hall came to Cuba. That's how I met them.
Chuck's on the runner on first. Nothing doing.
So there was this. We had this project. They would come to Cuba to play, and we even brought a Cuban team here. And these kids played together against the Cuban team.
Is that right?
This ball field. And in Cooperstown.
Opening ceremonies was here.
Swung on and miss for the strike. Is that right, though? Cooperstown.
Double day field. They cleared for us.
Wow. That's really special. That must have been pretty fun. Jamison Lamoureux, the batter, of course. Swings and misses for the second strike. 1 and 2 now to Lamoureux. Plays outfield, and he also catches. He's a junior at Conard. As he hits this one back up towards Davidson and into center field, it'll be a base knock for him. First hit for Red Wolves on today's game.
At the plate for the Red Wolves is number 5.
By the way, what a big effort by the second baseman right there. It was close.
Yeah, that dive, yeah. Sion flown. That was almost there. He almost had that, and a dive up the middle. It was a great A effort. So this one is also ripped up the middle. Nobody's going to get there in time. But Reynolds will field it in center. The runner will head towards the plate, and it's Farley who is in there to tie up this game. We're starting over. An RBI single
At the plate is number 3.
for Liam Heaney.
Jaden
Conard's
Cass.
still threatening. There's a 1 out and a runner on second, scoring position.
Yeah, of course, and we talked about it earlier. It's all about keeping the composure, and you see Grant Davidson, no stranger to that. Of course, he's been in his fair share of situations this year. See if he can do it today. Jaden Cass, the batter. One of the seniors for the Red Wolves, as this one is in there for a strike. 1 and 1 now.
Jaden's going to Ithaca College next year.
Is that right?
And, his favorite player is Declan Farley.
Who just scored, right?
Under the theme of freshman, so maybe that brought some good fortune to Declan in scoring, taking a base and scoring.
Of course, from Farley to Cass, of course, and he was able to get in and score their first run of the game as this one is popped up into foul territory and out of play. 1-2 with 1 away and 2 on. Of course, his favorite memory is him and Calvin Borio being the middle infield duo. Very special moment as this one is flown out into center field. Reynolds is there to make the grab. Runner will tag from second and get into third. Sliding dive safely. And now puts runners on the corners with 2 away. Jamison Lamoureux, the runner, on third. Head first dive.
Dove in at third base.
Head first dive was
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose. That's right. Of course, Pete Rose and ban has been lifted for major league players after they pass away now. Rob Manfred put that into fruition last week as this is grounded, thrown to first for the third out. So a couple hits, a run scores. So we go 1-1 here, the head to the bottom half of the third.
Players for our Thunder Tornado team. Can I have all those players please stand? And you can be recognized. We appreciate you being here. Thank you for all your hard work, Jimmy. Leading off the bottom of the third, number 25, shortstop, Josh Gertner.
Josh Gertner leading it off for us here in the bottom of the third inning. 1-1. If you're just joining us, before that happens, he bunts over to third base and hits a bunt single. How about that?
He was moving up the line there. I mean, that ball pretty well to the third baseman, but no throw attempted because he was there just 2 minutes.
Absolutely. We talked about the speed that these Titans have. They move quickly.
Number 1.
Man, that they do. Nice little single for Gertner. Calvin Cianflone comes on in. The 3-hole hitter. If you're just joining us, it's 1-1 here in the bottom of the third, and a great game so far. A little pitcher's duel, kind of.
So I do want to say about Calvin, his biggest inspiration is his grandfather, who is here today, and he's not his number 1 fan of Calvin, of course. Grandma's here too. She's a big fan, as are the parents. He's going to study math in college. His favorite team is the Red Sox. Good man. He's been playing since he's 3. Football player, basketball player, plays a little poker as well.
Throw to first, not in time. Yeah, Calvin, what to say about him? He's been their starter, and he's been amazing. He's been their go-to guy at second base and part of that nice middle infield they've got going on over at Hall. Grandparents are in attendance. Nice people. We had a chance to meet them. As the runner goes, throw to second is not in time. Josh Girdner gets in with a stolen bag.
Grandma was helpful in pointing out the pronunciation of the last name.
That's right. That's right.
There was
Want to make sure we get that right.
gotta get that right. So it's CN Flown. I think that's what it worked.
Cian Flown, yes. Right. She mentioned an Italian name. We've seen Cian Flown pitch too, but not only the infield, he pitches. So that's a 3-2 count now, full up.
Says also his younger brother Desmond is likely to be following his footsteps and playing for Hall baseball.
And isn't that great? As he draws the 4-pitch walk, but isn't that great? It's always, it seems, about family here with both of these squads, and that is something really super special that nobody can take away from either of these teams. It's always about family, and both teams are rooted deep with family ties.
100%. Gotta love it. Who we have up? It's Tommy.
This is Tommy Hussey, 4-hole hitter. He's been their go-to guy in the 4-hole spot. Got 2 runners on as he checks his swing and pulls it back in time. It's 1-1 now. We've seen Tommy go yard a couple of times this season, most notably at home. Hit almost a no-doubt home run into that left field area.
Tommy has twin older brothers, both of whom athletes, had both played baseball, one of them here at Hall.
Really?
And,
Runners go. It's double steal and no throw from the catcher. And they pull it off, so now runners on second and third. Is that right? Twins.
they were twin. They are twins.
Identical?
Identical twins.
Oh, man.
And they knew how to play it.
Oh, man.
I think I once coached them when they were little, and baseball hats, forget it.
Coming to the plate, number 22.
That sounds like trouble.
Great
Like
family.
Nyman.
Hussey goes down and with a strikeout. Zinn steps in Jeffrey Nyman. Of course, his brother was drafted in the MLB draft last year.
And was a Conard player, right? So,
And now he's
MLB player, I mean, amazing. He was at Kentucky, always a big athletic kid.
CCSU too before Kentucky.
CSU for Kentucky.
And he was drafted in the 18th or 17th round of the 2024 MLB draft to the Tampa Bay Rays, where he now plays A-ball. That's really special, though, of course, as Nyman goes down swinging back-to-back strikeouts for Borio. He looks like he's feeling himself.
I don't think he feels bothered by the runners, or when he walks or gives up a single, he doesn't feel nervous. He just minds his own business and, focuses on the batter.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about keeping that composure, and he looks very confident out there as that one is just outside for a ball. It's going to be Max Hanewald, whose brother Chase played for the Titans.
Chase was here last year. He might have been, I think if I check our notes, he might have been MVP of this game.
I think he was, and he was an All-CCC player last year. He was actually an All-State player as well. And you know a lot about Chase. Your son plays with him, right?
They are together in college. And Chase is a two-way player. You don't see that a lot. I mean, he's a great pitcher. He has got a lot of upside, but he can swing it too.
Wow.
He gets in spots, DH sometimes, and obviously he can play the field.
We've seen a lot more two-way players since, of course, Shohei Ohtani took the field in the major league level as his younger brother Max draws a walk. You see a lot more players at all ages trying to be the two-way guy. They saw what Shohei Ohtani has composed, not only financially but successfully as a star, really.
And why not?
Right.
It's hard to do. It is really hard to do. numerous reasons. But if you can, why not?
Why not go for it, right? If you've got it, you've got it. Burke Reynolds will step on in. He's a guy who was able to bring in a run earlier in the game. He's got the bases loaded here. So that one is outside. 2-0 now to Reynolds with 2 outs, and bases are juiced. That one's in there for a strike. 2-1 now.
So you were speaking about Ohtani's two-way success, and in his last year in the Nippon Ham Fighters before being posted, he won the Sawamura Award, which is the equivalent of the Cy Young Award in Japan, and then he was the best nines designated hitter, which is the equivalent of the Silver Slugger here.
That's right. He was amazing in Japan, and there were concerns about how he would translate to the major league level, and I think he's put all those concerns to bed and then some.
Bases juice.
This one is grounded. The diving play is not good as it goes into the outfield, and that'll score a couple runs. Burke Reynolds is having himself a great weekend. He went 3 for 3 on Friday and now 2 for 2 today with a couple of RBIs.
Coming to the plate is number 24, right fielder.
Titans take this lead now to 3. It's 3-1 now. They lead by 2. Max Hanawalt on third now, and Reynolds, of course, on first. Not a single for him. He's having himself a weekend. And then steps in his beside himself teammate, Lewis Sauer. They share the outfield together as looks like a balk.
They're going to advance. Another run for Hall.
So
I didn't see it. I didn't see what happened.
it's a balk on Borio. Umpire called it, and Hanawalt will score as a result, and Reynolds will move up into scoring position. And Reynolds and Sauer, share that outfield together. Sauer in right and Reynolds in center. And they share that all season long. We've seen some really athletic plays from them. Pitch is in there for a strike. Well, last time out for Conard, they took on a middle-of-the-pack Farmington squad. They've had their fair share of struggles, but they've been super strong against not only Conard, but West Hartford as a whole, as that one is in there for the punch-out. Borio gets out of it, but not before allowing a couple of runs to score. Titans lead 4-1. You're watching WHCI. WHCI. Just joining us here. It's 4-1. Titans taking the lead early on as you start the top of the fourth with Ryan Roach. Conard.
Ball one.
Yeah, as he's greeted with a ball. Well, Conard, they are going to finish this season on the road. This one is swung on and missed. They got games Tuesday, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Both against Bristol. Bristol Eastern on Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. and Bristol Central Wednesday at 3:45 to finish their year, as they look to finish their season strong. We talk about how great of a night this is and all around as that one's in there for a strike, and really the players are just as excited as we are, and really the crowd, the families that are here are really excited to be here on this momentous occasion. The Mayor's Cup, obviously, which has been highly competitive in the last couple of years. Let's talk about the competitiveness between these two teams on this event. This one is fouled away.
Yeah, as we take a look at the stands, they are nearly full. And we talked about a little before the coaches noted, there'll be players there'll be younger players, there'll be players who are alums, there'll be families, existing and other former players. And it's a good crowd. Best of probably the year between these two.
Yeah, of course, then it's an annual baseball classic, and it's a celebratory event marking the end of the season for both of these teams, and this is the 13th annual classic. The pitch. This one is grounded to first base. Panarella scoops it up, steps on the bag himself for the first out of this half inning.
Coming to the plate is number 2.
Coming up, there's some big
Left fielder,
baseball events here in Connecticut. The CCC tournament beginning, of course, on May 23rd, with the finals taking place in Bristol at Muzzy Field on May 28th. And shortly after is the CIAC State Tournament beginning on June 2nd and ending in Middletown at Palmer Field. That'll take place in a 2-game set, 13th and the 14th, as this one is grounded and hit back right to the pitcher, who underhand toss it over to Panarella as the second out of this half inning.
we have some notable alumni in the stands today. Let's see Tommy Laspada, who's a catcher over Westfield State. Michael Weiss, Indiana University. BG, Brendan Grady, pitching over at Trinity.
Of course, that batter was Colin Walsh. Now it's Ryan Cooney, the junior. Looks outside for a ball. It's a wonderful day out here. It's 63, mostly cloudy out here in the capital city of the Nutmeg State. Beautiful day for baseball. To the foul ball, it's 1-2 now. 2 away.
I think the pitch might have not counted.
No.
The last one didn't count. The umpire called it off. Batter will step back in the box. Pitch. It's inside for a ball. Tyler Redden, of course, behind the plate for the Titans. He saw that jump. Nobody's on base, but he's ready for it no matter what, as this one is flown out into right field area towards the bullpen, and it actually lands in the bullpen where it looks like we might have some action on the Conard side. It's a long foul ball.
In that last pitch, Tyler was looking for the call. An inside curve, and you're not going to get it.
Yeah. Teed up to that first base coach, or rather first base umpire. So this one is fouled away. This time it goes way past the bullpen, and watch out if you're walking around campus. Yeah, right into the. You're going to have to check my car.
I parked quite far.
That one's in there for a strikeout. Well, Davidson gets the punch out to end this half inning. Their score still sits 4-1. You're watching WHCI. Back here in WHCI, Matt Panarella steps on in, and pretty good game here so far, guys.
It's a great game. 4-1 is plenty of play left.
Yeah. 4-1, obviously, and Borio, the pitcher for the Red Wolves, got 6 strikeouts so far.
Yeah, interesting. He struck out one batter in the first, 2 in the second, and he struck out the side in the third, although they scored 3 runs off him, but he struck out everybody. Every out was on him.
Really impressive, and really you must think that must be his control. This one is popped up and back into the stands behind home plate.
How many walks?
1, 2, 3, 4.
So another walk there. Panarella draws the walk and makes his way over to first.
Got to play now, number 3.
Tyler Redden steps on in, and it's getting windy out here.
Picked up and finally affecting things. I mean, the point I was making actually was, especially in the beginning, a lot of first pitch strikes, producing a lot of ground balls. When he's on, he's on. And that's going to lead to those strikeouts.
Yep.
And other putouts.
Yeah, absolutely, as we got a mound visit, and you're right, the wind is definitely a factor. It's 15 miles an hour right now, blowing northwest, but gusts of up to 27 miles an hour. Well, it's safe to say that wind is strong, and it's blowing against the ball, so unless it clears up a little bit, there's a little chance that unless we get a no-doubter that we're going to see any type of home runs or long balls even. Today, of course, 325, that mark out in left field, and also that same mark out in right field. It's about 400 dead center. But I wouldn't count out the possibility of it. Here's the 1-0. The runner goes. Call is a ball, and they don't even throw it. Panarella's in there.
Yeah.
Pinarella in there with the steal. Another steal for Hall. Time call for runner on second. Well, looking at the Mayor's Cup history, the Titans lead the Red Wolves 7-5 in total series. The Mayor's Cup, of course, the last one won by the Titans. Chase Hanawalt, the MVP of that game, but Conard won the previous matchup in 2023. Brendan Grady, basketball player as well. I was able to call a couple of his games with Riley Fox on the team. Basketball, of course, Riley Fox now plays at Yale. College basketball. Yeah. And man, he was a good ball player. That one's in there for a strike.
Yeah, it was a strike.
It's the 2-2.
Hit him.
Inside, yeah. And Redden takes it. It hits him. So he'll get on base with the free pass.
I don't think he likes to have the first base empty.
No.
Play now for Halls
He
number
gets a force out,
25,
he gets a double
Josh
play.
Gerdner.
I think he feels more comfortable when there's a runner on first, even with the bases loaded. He was in full control.
Yeah, now he's got options, or rather his infield has options. And you're right, a force on any bag now. And Josh Gerdner up to the plate, showing bunt.
I know what you mean. He's done well with runners on first.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously doesn't want him there, but that was not intentional. But yeah.
That's right, shows bunt again, and both runners are going to go to throw. Third is a little off target, so Pinarella and Redden able to get the double steal. Let's see if Gerdner shows bunt again. What do you think? You think he shows a third time?
Well, I think it's a good chance. You know, you have a runner on third, you can, get some insurance there. I would try it.
That's right. You ball player yourself?
I was. I tried. Let's say I tried. I was not a ball player. I tried.
All right. So 3-0. We're going to say no bunt attempt here.
3-0, yeah. Nick Sanford doesn't give the green light, and he has it all season long as Gerdner does draw that 4-pitch walk. I don't think a lot of coaches really give the green light anymore at any level, but especially at high school.
Coming to the plate now is number 1.
You guys have your fair share of experience as parents and coaches. Would you give the green light?
Very rarely.
What would be the determining situation for you?
Somebody who's an absolute
A judge
tearing it up,
and Otani.
a judge or Otani.
Otani, I give
A
it
judge
a
or Otani or hot.
Yeah.
Time, right? I mean, it's and it would be it would depend on the situation.
That's right.
Only
This one is flown out in foul territory, and a good hustle there from Walsh as he almost gets it. Big quick legs out there.
pretty close.
Faster than I could ever run. That's for sure.
You guys are down.
And I think it's better that he didn't catch it because then the runner would have scored. He was not in a position to throw if he had caught it.
That's right. He had his body turned to the plate, so would have been an awkward angle to throw it at. So that one is in there for the third strike of the at-bat, and thus the first out of the inning.
And the 7th strikeout for the picture.
7th. That's that right. That's a lot of strikeouts now. Where were you all season long, man? We got you. That's our analyst and scorekeeper. Double for nothing. Is this one is? Looks like it's going to be interference there as that one hit. Actually hit Panarella on the back. Not sure what the rule is on that. It was a swinging bunt from Tommy Hussey, and oh no, it looks like Panarella might be hurt. He's favoring that leg.
the third baseman has to avoid the runner in that case, throwing. It's just that there was a collision on home plate.
Yeah, that's right. Really, in that situation, I think you have to make a decision on if you're going to throw it or not. And
22.
he did throw it, and it did hit Panarelli. He did walk it off, though. He walked it off.
Seems to be okay.
Officially ruled an error.
Tough play, though. I mean, he's in the same line, and he has to find a way to get around him and get that throw at home plate. Be the one moment where you'd want a lefty third baseman.
Exactly. Lefty third baseman would have done the job. Don Mattingly.
Yeah.
When he played third.
Seeing Gertner move up, and now they're second and third with Jeffrey Nyman up to bat. One's in there for a strike. Now 2-1 now. Pitch, swung on, grounded to second. Heaney is there to toss over to first. Is in time to make the out. 2 away now, but Gertner able to score as Hussey also moves up to third.
In the box now for Halls, number 12.
And now stepping in is Max Hanwald. Pitch. It's a little outside for a ball. We had the pleasure of talking to Nick and Rick Sanford pregame. And Tim, what was that like?
You know, it struck me how Nick, who now has 2 kids of his own, had nothing but praise from the heart for his father, and noted that his dad was hard on him growing up.
That's right, as this one is hit into the outfield, and it actually hits the wall. Oh, and they collide at first.
It's going to be obstruction. It's going to be obstruction. The runner, I think, is going to be granted second base.
That one, and they're going to send him over to second.
That was a great double.
And it would have been extra bases. Not sure if it would have been a triple. Max is a fast kid. That one.
Coach Nick Sanford was just gushing about his dad, how much it means to him that he could be as much time they could spend together. How to have his dad there as assistant coach, and didn't understand at the time when growing up that dad Rick Sanford was tough on him. But now he gets it. Rick, seasoned coach, patriarch of baseball in West Hartford, a little more jovial, loves to joke around. We told him what his son said about him. He said, "Well, that's because he's got a couple kids now." But I think that's probably right. But it's really nice to see that it's a baseball family.
Yeah, it's got to be so special for him. He even mentioned his old high school coach is one of his assistants now.
Right. And yeah,
Sort of
now is former head baseball coach, former football coach at Simsbury. He's golf coach now at Hall. And then, over in the Conard dugout, you've got Coach Maluza,
Coming in to pitch
who's
for the Red Bulls, number
been
18.
involved in some way.
Owen
Conard
Hammond.
graduate, but also with every coach in the program. And he just keeps on coming back, volunteering, and he's a voice of the boys here.
Yeah, and it seems like this game was really special to them at a personal level. Obviously, being so involved in the West Hartford community all these years, both Brendan and Nick, and Rick, everybody involved on both sides has been so enriched in this history of West Hartford baseball, and we're among legends around us, even in the stands.
Miles Fournier,
Yeah,
Jack
right.
King.
Well,
Great job, gentlemen.
Some former major leaguers even.
No, exactly.
We got a new pitcher in the ball game for the Red Wolves. Owen Hammond Jr. is a infielder, outfielder, and a pitcher. He's number 18. Great night for Borio, though. Shouldn't go unnoticed. Well, the score sheet might not, or the score rather, might not tell you what a great night he had, but we will for sure. A number of strikeouts, very consistent with his approach.
So you mentioned, sort of notables among us. Conard legend Gary LaRocque is here. He threw up the first pitch. He's sitting near us. Played professional ball himself. He, did he play for the University of Harvard? I think he did. And played professional ball and then ended up having a career with the Cardinals.
Now at the plate for Halls, number 5.
Essentially the head of the minor leagues.
Reynolds.
And I think he's been over 40 years in baseball. Just now retired. Great guy.
Yeah, 1993. University of Hartford.
I know him through my father because my dad was a teacher at Conard, and I told Gary, I said, you were one of his favorites.
Is that right?
Yeah. I mean,
Knew your dad, huh?
my dad was a baseball guy, and therefore loved Gary. He's a great guy on top of just being a solid baseball guy. So, and he's a major. Gary continues to be a major benefactor of Conard baseball.
Really special as Burke Reynolds grounds out to Hammond to end this half inning. Titans lead it 8-1. You're watching WHCI.
Yeah, I mean, I always.
Moving off the top of the fifth, Conard. Pitcher, number 18, Owen Hammond.
For Borio, and he's actually up to bat now. For the Red Wolves. Grant Davidson still out there on the mound for the Titans. Pitched on Friday, so I don't expect him to go complete game here. 1-0 the count. So that one's right down Main Street for a strike. Hammond, of course, the junior. Conard. So this one is fouled off.
Don't count on Conard.
No,
Guys
never.
did a lot of fighting, I can tell.
Yeah, this has been a good competitive game. Again, the score wouldn't really tell you that, but this has been a pretty competitive game as drop third strike, toss over to first is in time. And go down for the first out of the half inning.
At the plate now for the Red Wolves, number 25, Declan Farley.
Declan Farley, of course, up to bat. He was one of the Red Wolves' favorite players. Of course, that was mentioned earlier, as this one is grounded. Hanawalt scoops it up, toss over to first, is in time for the second out.
Very close. Reminds me of his older brother. He was fast. He would ground to third.
Speed runs in the family.
Yep. Make it to first safe.
Going to the plate is number 9.
Speed runs in the family. Well, Jaden Cass, the shortstop, of course, was the Conard player who said Declan was his favorite baseball player at all, not even just at Conard. Jameson Lamoureux, the batter. Swings and misses for strike 1. Swings and misses again. Inside pitch for strike 2. And Lamoureux calls time. Going to adjust and reset. Well, it's always tough to play back-to-back games, and of course the Red Wolves are going to play 3 straight games. That's not easy at any level, but especially at the high school level.
It's really tough, I would say.
Yeah. Hall will not play again until Wednesday, as this one is fouled off. Oh, quick hands, though, maybe? No.
Oh, that's pretty good, though. Hand the glove.
Yeah. It's pretty good there. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That is going to end this half inning. 1-2-3 go the Red Wolves. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's 8-1. You're watching WHCI. Back here, WHCI. The start of the bottom of the 5th inning. Owen Hammond out on the mound. Yep. Sean Fay. Sean Fay in for Lou Sauer, pinch hitter. Fay is a catcher and an outfielder. Favors the Red Sox. Plans to be an Eversource linesman after high school.
Me them.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it, right? That's right, somebody's got to do it.
It's an important job.
That's good. Not a lot of kids know what they want to do after high school. He knows exactly what he wants to do as he looks at a ball. And, of course, he's a senior, so it's a little bit of a senior spotlight for him. He's played baseball for 14 years. He enjoys fishing. His mom, Liz, and aunts Jen and Mary Ann as well as his cousins Max, Drew, and Julia all attended Hall. Family blood runs blue. He steps out. His cousin Drew, funny enough, actually plays soccer at Quinnipiac, also in Connecticut.
Impressive.
It's pretty good. As he swings and hits this one softly to third. Throw it over to first is just in time. He narrowly beat it out. That was a close play.
It's a great play. I mean, that was a short hop, and he had to fire it over first.
Yeah, that play obviously made by Andrew Weiss. His father coaches on the team, too.
Pitching for Hall is number 9, Josh Mabe.
Josh Mabe, the batter now for the Titans. He's a pinch hitting for Matt Panorello, who took a knock last time he was up. The pitch inside almost kind of gets him. He backs out. A little bit about Nick Sanford. He's a West Hartford native. Played Hall and local Post 96 Legion teams growing up. So that one's outside for a ball. And Sanford also played D1 college baseball at the University of Massachusetts, the Minutemen. It's with the West Hartford Police Department. And
There's a middle infielder there.
really,
I'm going to say second base. I could be wrong.
for the Minutemen.
Yeah.
Wow.
He also played summer ball in Martha's Vineyard with the Sharks.
Did he really?
I happened to be there when they won their championship. Gatorade buckets and all. Actually texting his father, assistant coach, that game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Nick was a great player.
Wow, that's really awesome. You have such a rich history with this town. Sanford's.
On the baseball.
Of course, Nick now has children of his own, young son Henry, and he's got a newborn.
Baby girl.
Yeah. Wow, that must be so special for him.
Grandparents.
Yeah, it's right, Rick. His dad is. Mabe draws a walk. And, you know, you talked about it earlier with the family element. Now he's coaching alongside his dad, once played for his dad. That must be so special to have that father-son connection.
I'll bet there's a baseball we've rolled to Henry at a minimum. That must have happened.
Right, future Hall head coach. Future MLB superstar, who knows? The pitch is outside, is there's the sand. Yeah, that one kicked up and strong.
Yeah, the umpires have to stop the game for a second, so it doesn't get into the players' eyes.
Well, it got into our eyes earlier when we were out on the field talking to the head coaches, and it is, I can assure you, not fun to have that sand kicked up into your face. Tyler Redden, the batter for Hall, is 1-0 now. That one's outside. Well, Redden is a senior. He's committed to play D1 baseball at Stonehill College in Easton, Mass. Played baseball for 13 years. His brother Tucker plays right here at the University of Hartford. Runner goes. Passed ball as the runner will get in time. Mabe picks up a stolen bag. And it's unfortunate that this college is no longer D1. I feel like that would have been a special thing for the Reddens to play alongside each other, against each other, and D1 baseball. That would have been great, I think.
That's right. Of course, Stonehill just became D1 not long ago.
Right. It's almost like they traded places.
In a way.
A big congratulatory effort to him, and obviously Sanford was talking pregame about his dedication and how some of the players that are younger are kind of inspired to have a work ethic such as his.
Yeah, it's the work off the field that
Right, we don't see the stuff he does to get to be playing at a level like that. As that one's in there for a strike. Redden might have thought that was ball 4, though. Looked like he was ready to take his bag. 3-1 now.
Probably rather swing the bat at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, they talk about that green light, though. 3-0. There's the sand.
Stop again.
Umpires are well aware of what is happening. Pitch. This one is chopped foul, and watch out. Almost gets the batter over there and get the dugout. See Anflo in the batter over there that almost got knocked. Hammond sets, checks his runner on second. The pitch to Redden. It's outside. Redden will take his base. Drawing the walk, and that'll put 2 runners on now with 1 away.
Hall is number 25.
And stepping in is Josh Gardner on the shortstop. Gardner is a sophomore. He can play either position in the middle infield, shortstop or second. This catcher Ryan Cooney is going to go talk to his pitcher, Owen Hammond. Well, Brendan Smith talked about pregame about playing spoiler and how they have a chance to play spoiler tonight. And that's what they're playing for. They're playing for the bragging rights.
It's always the case. I mean, spoiler in this case, obviously the season hasn't gone as so far as they wanted, but score notwithstanding, anything can happen. And these kids are coming to compete.
Yeah, and it's really just, it's forgetting. It's having a short memory. With anything you do, it's, it's not about the mistakes you've made, but it's about how you can adapt and go forward and change things. As Brendan Smith himself actually comes out. He's going to talk to his pitcher and his crew.
Other thing he talked about, and this is important, we said how look, these kids have played together through their little leagues and middle school leagues, but a lot of them are going to play together in the summer.
That's right.
Some for Legion, different levels, other teams. So the thing about West Hartford, you come back together, in the summertime, and that's what they have in common.
That's right. He's mentioned that it was almost like a brotherhood, and it's just brothers playing in the backyard right now, rather than Hall versus Conard. It's just
and competitive brothers at that.
I would say this is a more refined version of the Sandlot.
There we go. Yeah, right.
They just have uniforms and nice baseball fields.
That one's in there for a ball. That's right. The Sandlot, and that's I think a movie that I like to watch. I don't know about you guys. I like to watch that yearly. I think it's something.
It's a winter.
Yeah, absolutely. Throws to first, and it's in time. Throw to home. Throw to third now. And not able to get home or third, so that'll bring in a run.
That was pretty hustle and risky play by Hall. They timed it pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. Heads up playing, though, from Conard, on the other hand.
Yeah, he held him. He did what he had to do. Held and throw the first, so.
Runner had wheels and took the gamble, but paid off.
And really, what a heads-up play, though, from Conard, to talk about throwing around the ring like that, that's pretty good. Didn't get the result they wanted from home or third, but yeah, pretty good there.
Yeah, the runner who scored, he has a couple of steals today. So.
That's right. This one is swung on. Calvin Cianflone, the batter that grounds out. to end this half inning, but not before a run scores, increasing Hall's lead to 8. It's 9-1. We head to the 6th. You're watching West Hartford baseball right here on WHCI.
Yeah.
Is it common to have?
I'm almost positive.
Is it common to have girls be the baseball team managers here?
Yeah.
I got you, Mike.
Close enough.
Well, there's a look at Jesse LeBranch, the team manager for the Red Wolves.
Jesse is a 4-year team manager for Conard. Running things behind the scenes. You're not going to see her on the base pass, but she's an important role. Jessie is she's a senior. She's graduating. She's going to attend Marist University studying public relations and communications. She was a varsity field hockey player, member of the Conard musical production for the last 4 years. Her favorite player is actually Coach Frank Maluzzo.
Is that right?
Class of 1965, and he's that voice for probably now generations of baseball players. Just a great memory of she says losing her head to a foul ball after players standing in front of her and moving out of her way.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's just bad timing, huh? Moving out of the way. That's pretty funny. Well, we're glad she's okay as
Shortstop, number
Liam Heaney strikes out. And Jaden Cass will step on him. That's really special, that she's able to be a part of this journey with all these other seniors and kind of go on and do other great things outside of high school. As this one is grounded, a toss over to first is not in time. Jaden Cass legs out an infield single. Speedy little play there.
Yeah, he was pretty fast there, and
Andrew
so
White.
it's interesting what we were talking about to have a girl as a team manager. That's something that we see a lot in Japan, and the high school tournament in Japan is extremely important, by the way.
This one was lined to third, and Max Hanwell with the quick hands there, able to get on Andrew Weiss.
He's made a lot of good
Now to
plays
the plate
today.
is number 15. Ryan
Yeah, he is.
Good plays today.
Hanwell, he's a sophomore.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's been very hot at the hot corner.
that's right. That's right. Hot at the hot corner. Ryan Roach, the batter now for the Red Wolves, as he looks at a ball. This one is swung on and hit into left field. Hussey able to grab it. Makes the play for the third out of this half inning. Well, get one hit off of the Jaden Cass infield single. No runs, no errors. We head to the bottom half of the 6th. It's 9-1. You're watching West Hartford baseball on WHCI.
I will do a processing for you. Oh yeah, okay, right. I said hi to
Here on WHCI, Ryan Roach on the mound as the new pitcher for the Red Wolves. And we have a pinch hitter here for the Titans as Jordan Bache will step on in. He's a senior. One of Hall's many seniors. Tim, what you got on him?
Trying to catch up. So Jordan's a Yankee fan.
I love him for that. Go Yanks, right?
He's going to go to Indiana University next year, study political science, and then he wants to go to law school, dips it into center field.
Lamoureux makes the catch, but
He's playing baseball since T-ball, and for hobbies he enjoys photography, and including sports and adventure.
Pitching for Hall's number 7.
that's really cool.
I love
Charlie
that.
Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
That's my jam.
You would really like it. You're a photographer yourself.
Yes, I am.
The people's champion, Jordan Bache. Jeffrey Nyman steps in. Oops, excuse me. That is going to be a pinch hitter now, and it's going to be Kavanaugh, Charlie Kavanaugh, another senior, a Yankee fan as well. He's a pitcher and an infielder.
It's actually interesting to see how, and this is probably the sign of Connecticut, how most of these kids are either Red Sox fans or Yankee fans.
And a few Mets fans in there as this one is grounded. A toss to first is a little off target, but first baseman able to keep it down in time for the out.
So a little more on Charlie, right? Like, he lists his parents as his biggest inspiration.
Oh, that's special. Yeah.
Pitching for
He's going to
Hall's
study
number 10.
economics in college.
Cam Levine.
Enjoys playing golf, hanging out with his 3 brothers. Played baseball since he's 4. He's got a sister Caroline who played field hockey at all. And younger brother Sean is coming up the ranks in all baseball.
It's really special. His parents as big as inspiration. That's a really special thing, you know. Pinch,
Dan Levine now.
yeah, Cam Levine, the pinch hitter for the Titans.
Another senior.
Another senior, one of many seniors for the Titans.
He's a Red Sox fan. So
Oh, boo.
score there. Cam also lists his parents as biggest inspiration.
Wow.
They live a pretty happy life, and I want the life that they have someday. Great quote.
Wow, that's pretty good.
What an honor to the parents. He's going to go to UConn and Stores, play club baseball there. That's not easy to do. I mean, those club baseball teams are very competitive. Well, get at it.
Did you learn how to swing a bat first? Did you learn how to walk? Right?
Right? At the same time, I think.
Right. Learned his first curveball at 3 as he swings and misses.
Joey's watching movies with his brother Jack. Started with the movie Cars. It's their OG.
That's a
Mother teaches at Hall. That's Bristol Central, and mother played D2 sports at Bryant. And was an athlete of the year for senior year.
Wow. Really special for their senior spotlight as Titans still lead 9-1 as the side's been retired. You're watching WHCI.
Number 6,
Matt LeBreckin as the new pitcher. As Davidson finally gets called off, and it's last call for the Red Wolves. It's the last chance to cement their name into the game. It's Corey Walsh, the batter. Colin Walsh, sorry, excuse me. Junior. Swings and misses at that one. It's 1-1 now. I'm talking about Brendan Smith, his manager, head coach from West Hartford, played for Conard, local in Post 96. He's a UConn grad. He's the head of student manager for the football team. Business teacher right now at Avon High School, where he also coaches football and swimming. It's just a little bit about Brendan Smith.
And we learned is very well spoken.
He is media trained.
I told him it's like prose what he had to say.
Yeah, he's media trained for sure.
Yep. From the heart.
This one is lined over to the hot corner. So Ray has been calling it, and Hanwalt there to field it for the first out. Another one, right.
Now pitch hitting Conard, number 12, Captain Nolan Westerbarth.
Another senior.
Yes, Nolan Westerbarth.
So co-captain, he's going to attend Framingham State and continue his baseball career.
Is that right?
His favorite player, going again with the freshman theme, is counter freshman Avi Carrillo. Favorite memories, varsity coach, assistant coach John Perez, face planting during the player golf tournament.
Oh, no.
John Perez.
That one's inside for a ball. Face planting at the golf?
I wasn't there for it. But
Oh, man.
it's always if you come out uninjured, it's a lot of fun. See a face plant.
Sounds like a YouTube bubble moment. So this one is high for a ball. It's 2-1 now, one away. That's really special, though. This Conard team is going with the theme of freshmen, the new generation, if you will,
Yep.
of Conard ball players. And so it continues. That's what they say. So that one is in there for a strike. 2-2 now. And it's so special. I mean, you had a son who played in the Red Wolves system, and
Yep.
of course now he's moved on.
He has. I'll tell you, it creates memories, and these kids have a blast, win or lose. That won't be the memory. They'll just be playing here at this great field, as you said. Waiting for him to come back and see maybe next year's game.
This one is popped up high up there, and Hannawalt is there to make the grab for the second now. And that's really special, to see the alumni. You mentioned he might be coming to next year's game. The alumni are out.
A lot of alumni here today.
Yeah.
A lot of alumni here.
Former major leaguers in attendance too, and that's really special. It must be great for the players and for the coaches to have that here with
22, Avi Carrillo.
with them in attendance as Avi Carrillo step on in. Pitch in there for a strike. Carrillo, of course, one of the freshmen on this team, on this Conard team. Pitcher sets the pitch. This one is chopped. Ground ball to short. The throw to first is in time to end the game as the Titans pick up the win and win their second straight Mayor's Cup.
Titans.
Congratulations, Hall.
125 winners of the Mayor's Cup.
It's their 8th Mayor's Cup.
Great game played by
They've
both
won their now second straight and 4th in the last 5 seasons.
Both teams, all the best moving forward.
It's a 9-1 victory for the Titans, and we just want to congratulate the seniors, both sides.
Yep.
Of course, we'll
Special day for them. Only, every game only one team wins, but this is again going to be a memory maker for them.
That's right.
With today's
their
performance,
last game playing
going
against their
2 for
friends,
3
playing with their friends.
with 2
basically.
RBIs.
So that's what the
Put your
memory
hands
is going to be
together for
about.
today's MVP, number 5, Burke Reynolds.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. As Burke Reynolds wins MVP, and rightfully so. He's had a great weekend. He went 3 for 3 on Friday, and of course he had a couple of RBIs and a couple of hits today. That's well deserved for Burke Reynolds.
3 RBIs actually.
He had 3 RBIs today. Yeah. Well, a good job from Burke Reynolds as we say goodbye to our seniors on both sides. I'll tell you who we got on the Hall side, and Tim Brennan, a Conard man himself, will tell you who they got on the Conard side. We'll shout out Jordan Bache, Calvin Cienflone, Sean Fay, Carter Ivins, Charlie Kavanaugh, Cam Levine, Josh Mabe, Tyler Redden, and Burke Reynolds, today's MVP. And Tim,
For Conard, again, Jesse LaBranche, team manager, Aiden Bailey, co-captain, Calvin Borio, pitcher today, co-captain, Jaden Cass, another co-captain, shortstop, and Miller Worcesterbat is a co-captain pitcher.
and that's amazing effort from them all today on both sides, and we wish all of them the best in the future. From WHCI, we got post-game coverage coming up next, including an interview with Nick Sanford. All that and more next on WHCI. Back here on WHCI, Anthony Altamirano alongside head coach Nick Sanford. Nick, what a great win for your team today. This is your second Mayor's Cup, and how's it feel to be back-to-back with that?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, back-to-back years of having wins out here.
In both games that we've played here, we've executed, had great pitching and timely hitting. So it's another year, another win, I should say.
Great game out there for Burke Reynolds. He's actually had a great weekend. He was 3 for 3 on Friday's game against Southington. Talk about his play today.
Yeah, Burke had a little rough patch he went through mid-season, but we need him to be a big-time hitter for us at the bottom of the order, and he's delivered on Friday, delivered a couple big hits for us today, and really got the ball rolling for us.
Absolutely. Burke has been great, and of course you have many seniors. One of many was Burke, but talk about your seniors and what this means for you now that they're going on after Wednesday's game to their next journey.
They've been an integral part of this program since they were freshmen. I mean, this is my only second year, but I've known this core group since they were little, and they just do everything the right way. They come to practice. They practice hard. They're great students. They're great kids in the school, and they've really set the tone for the younger group and the younger kids to learn from and become, because they've been examples for. So it's been really good.
Well, thank you so much for interviewing us. Congratulations on the big win. Nick Sanford and company will be in attendance at 4:15 on First Pitch Wednesday when they take on Lewis Mills for senior night. You don't want to miss that. You'll find that right here on WHCI.